We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started.
Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Mike Geibel Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's rugby coach Mike Geibel. And Mike, you guys get your second Sevens tournament win of the season at the Nail City Sevens. Talk about the tournament, bringing it home, and what it was like to play here.
It's great. Always, we always like to get it in front of the home crowd. We really wanted to start this tournament off and then continue to build it for the next couple of years and hopefully get a qualifier. So it was nice to have really good competition, some good teams coming from all around the area and playing some good rugby for a day.
And it was a big day for your offense. 2 50-plus point games on the day, scored a bunch, had a bunch of different people contributing. Talk about the offensive side of the ball and what was working.
I think we know we can score from anywhere. We know we have the skill and the talent to finish tries. I think the biggest thing for us is kind of bringing our defense up to that same level. That was something that we point of pride for us last year with the national championship, was that our defense played really well. I think we're almost there. I don't know if we're fully there yet, but that's what the next two tournaments are for before nationals, to get that defense up to the same level. And
Panache Magoragodi brings home the MVP for the tournament. Talk about his day and kind of what made him so special.
He's got just elite finishing experience. He can score from anywhere. He's got the speed to do it. He breaks contact. He doesn't get tackled by the first tackler very often. And so just getting the ball out to him on the wing and giving him space to run is really successful, and it leads to a lot of tries. He did it in 15s, and he's doing it now again in 7s. I'm just really excited that he's finally getting a little bit more exposure. Like I said, he's been doing this all year. So for him to actually, be named MVP and score a lot of tries for us and get that recognition is really special for him.
And looking at some of the younger guys, you had some guys who stepped up and contributed. Mason Ziegler at a big game, no relation to me, but scored 3 tries in that semifinal game. Talk about Mason and kind of how he was able to get breaking through.
Mason's a guy that we recruited. He's from Olentangy in Ohio and came over. We recruited him football. He also plays football for Wheeling, so he plays football in the fall, and then he comes over and plays 7s for us in the spring. And he's a running back for the football team, so he's a guy that we know he can carry the ball. We know he can break tackles. We know he's got some speed on him, and he's got the ability to sidestep and juke somebody. So, putting a rugby ball in his hands, it's like second nature to him. He played in high school, so we were really excited. He showed some things at Peach Cup 7s that we're really excited about. He showed some skill and did some really good things. So getting a chance for him to get some more minutes and more exposure to some other teams, that's kind of our goal moving forward. We see him as a big impact player and a contributor to the team. So being able to let him run and of course, score the hat trick in the semifinal was big for him, big for his confidence, I think. But then also, kind of a breakout match for him and allow him to kind of express himself in rugby and do the things that he's been known to do, but hasn't really had the opportunity just coming over for this spring. So, we're really excited about how he's played. He plays defense really well as well. So, really a very well-rounded player and somebody who we are looking for more contribution from in the future.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's rugby coach Mike Geibel. And Mike, as you go through this week, another tough tournament ahead in the Fighting Irish Sevens. Going to see a lot of teams that you'll see on the national stage. Talk about your approach to this tournament.
This is probably the closest that we have to the CRC format, so it's knockouts. 16 teams instead of 32, so one less match to win the tournament, but still very tough, win or go home mentality all the way through the tournament. They do play out the placements, but we're not looking for a plate or a bowl or a shield. We're looking for the championship cup. So we know that we have to win all 4 matches, without any slip-ups. So it's something that we have to come in, play hard from the first whistle all the way through the end of the tournament, and hopefully come home with the cup.
And getting the chance to see these highly competitive teams like Notre Dame and some of the other teams you've seen, how's that going to help you as you guys prepare for CRC 7s later in April?
I think it's going to be huge. Iowa Central is going to be there, which they've been playing out of their minds. They've gone to 2 tournaments, 2 qualifiers so far, and won both of them. They won down in Florida, and then they just won at City 7s in Kansas City this past weekend. They're looking very strong. They got a couple players that are very, very good players. So being able to see them at this tournament, and I believe if we both win all the way out, we'll see them in the semifinals. So that'll be a good test for us. They finished, I think, 3rd at the CRCs last year. So a good program, good team, and we're hoping that they can, that we can match up with them and get a look at them before we get to the national tournament.
And finally, you guys got some momentum building up here with 2 tournament wins in a row. Talk about how you keep this momentum going and kind of continue moving forward.
We just want to continue to get better and perfect things every single week. So every tournament we go to, we want to do better than the last tournament, leading to, of course, the Irish Sevens, and then the next tournament after that is our conference championship. So as long as we can continue to build and peak at the right time, I think we can make a good run at CRCs.
Thanks, Mike. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started.
Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.